Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan and this game, oh ladies and gentlemen, this is a game I've been so excited to film for so long. I really hope you're ready for this. Over the last month, we have played a couple of games on the wonderful SAF's East Asia TSL map. It is a wonderful, massive representation of Southeast Asia. Japan, China, all the way down to the islands of Indonesia. It's an amazing map, and we've played so far as Indonesia, and more recently as Eleanor of Aquitaine. However, in every game I played, there was a theme, an overwhelming response, a movement, a wave from you all saying, Ursa, we want to see one thing and one thing only. What if you got your hands on Genghis Khan on this map? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my respect for you, it went up about 500 times when I saw those comments. Yes, 1,000 yeses. Now, as a reminder on all of my huge games, number one, these are difficult to set up. If you want to set it up yourself, you'll need mods and you'll need an interesting setup, so come along to Discord. It's way easier to follow instructions on Discord. I'll keep a list of all of the mods you need, and I'll have the save file for this game. Yes, you can play along with me. You'd be crazy to, but you can do it. And secondly, increasingly, the YouTube algorithm is massively pushing short form content. YouTube loves shorts. It loves the beach. To that we say no. We wear trousers. So if you like seeing this more longer form, huge series content, then all of the likes and the support you can give this, especially video number one, but as we go along as well, that massively helps, and it really helps to push this video and really helps me to do this more in the future, so thank you in advance. Down with shorts, yes to trousers. As we've seen before, the rules are simple. 20 players, everyone in a true start location with several European powers in their colonial spots in Asia. All victories are open. We are playing on Deity++, a mode 2 levels more difficult than regular Deity, and we are playing with Roman Holiday's AI rework because we like pain, and I like being nuked. Yep, I'm not joking. We have been nuked and bombed multiple times using this mod, including the last time we were here. That was fun. No game modes, just raw, fresh, uncooked Civ 6, just like the salads that you're always avoiding to eat whenever you go abroad, like that. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Turn 1, Genghis Khan. He wakes up and looks across the plains, and to any other man, he'd be content. I mean, look at this start. Spices, marbles, and using a little bit of shenanigans with a particular mod I have that gives me extended camera vision. This is really good for thumbnails. I have a lot of space. This map is absolutely huge. We could stay up here in the top left of this Asia map forever. We'd be content. There are resources. We could do nothing but develop our Mongolian throat music for years and years, providing an amazing culture. We could make our own religion and spread it to the world. I could even go diplomatic Mongolia. Of course I could. Space Mongolia? It's possible, but no. Something calls us. Do you hear it too? Listen to the south. China, the lands of China lie supple and ready to be conquered. And more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, you know what China is right now? Divided, weak. Reports have come back to me of various factions trying to lead China all at once. Wu Ziqian, Yonglei, Mandate of Heaven, Qin. There's a lot of different Chinas. In fact, some have even mentioned reports of a certain upstart Khan also leading a faction of China. This is our time to strike. Mongolia, what is it famous for? Raiding China. That is what we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to build a cavalry the likes of that has never been seen before, and we are going to march and conquer and conquer and conquer. Can we unify China under the horde banners of the Khan? No one is sure. Am I even ready for what we're going to do? Well, we will find out. But first we must deal with turn 1. And turn 1 on a TSL map, we are honor bound. We are contractually bound on a true start location map to press settle. I don't care about whatever's going on. I don't care that there was a Plains Hill here. I don't care there was a Plains Hill here. We must settle in place. So, what have we got? But before we get started today, I need to tell you about something concerning. Here is Ursa Bear. Ursa Bear was going about their daily life, chomping on crisps, playing Civ 6, when disaster struck. Ursa Bear was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Sad, alone, scared, Ursa Bear made his way to the fabled promised land, the University of Sancor. But there was a catch. The head of the University of Sancor, the vampire Lord Sucklington, refused to let Ursa Bear attend. Without 50,000 subscriptions on his application to enroll, Ursa Bear did not qualify for their world-leading education. The University of Sancor takes only the best. Will you help Ursa Bear stick it to Oxford? Will you subscribe today? Thank you. And back to the video. Spices, a 4-1 tile. This is possibly one of the best starts you could have. Only another production under this tile would make it any better. This is wonderful. We've got a little mountain mountain, we have some food in the form of wheat. A lot of plain here as well. More wheat. I think at least one source of horse. We should have plenty of room to expand. And expand is what we're going to have to do. China, whilst ready to be invaded, unfortunately is pretty well defended. Now, one of the big problems about being Mongolia is that China knows I'm coming, and they will be building walls, crouching tigers, Renaissance fortifications to try and keep us out. We need to be ready, and we need to hit hard. So when I attack, I need my Urdu buildings, giving me extra movement so that my units can pillage. I need to have unlocked horsemen. I need to beeline knights and kashigs and coursers. I need all sorts of troops. I need trebuchets alongside. And if we're going to do anything like that, I'm going to need to focus on unlocking a few things. Encampments, very important. We need to at least try and get a single great general. It doesn't matter whether it's a classical or medieval general. We need at least one, ideally. That way my siege weapons can move and fire in the same turn. That way I can promote my melee units, give them +1 movement, and then with the general they'll have 4 movement, which means they can pillage and still attack. These are the sort of things that make attacking a lot easier. So bronze working is a priority, but I will go to animal husbandry first. See if we can unlock the sources of horses. I need to know where they are. I need to settle them everywhere. We of course need to go to horseback riding. I need to unlock currency as well to get commercial hubs for a few reasons. Now, we've played Mongolia a few times. You know that Ortu is, I think, one of the best abilities in the game. I rated Genghis Khan, I think, in my top 5 civs. I don't remember where I put them on the tier list, but I still believe this to be true. Now, we played Genghis relatively recently when I was practicing for the civ give. This is a much, much bigger map, but Ortu is going to be the basic backbone of my invasion force. And to put these trading posts down, well, I need a lot of traders and I need commercial hubs. But later in the game, it gets even more important that I get commercial hubs, because once we get into the modern era, Mary Catherine Goddard, 1 level of diplomatic visibility with all other civilizations. If I can claim Mary, put a trading post down with Ortu, and get a spy promoted twice to master spy, I can take 4 levels of diplomatic visibility over the AI. They count double, so it's 8, and you get 3 combat strength for each, which means I could get a 24 combat bonus. It's difficult to obtain, but if I can do that, I will have significant combat advantage, because don't forget, Deity++, on this mode, every single AI troop and city and fortification has +6 combat strength. That is more than a great general gives me. A great general, this does not give me an advantage. This just means that I have at least got onto equal terms. That is the terrifying prospect of this game. So merchants and great generals, these are the 2 we need to prioritize. After that point, we'll build our nation up. We'll see what we can do. Let's get a scout. This is a huge map. We need to know where barbs are. We need to know where tribal villages are. We need to charge out. One of my main missions is I want to actually explore as much of China as I can. And this warrior is going to stay nearby just in case barbs decide to attack me. But if I can get right into China, I can attack having sent 2 or 3 trading posts in, and it means that I can go through the whole attack without losing diplomatic visibility. Sometimes the problem is you put a trading post in a city and you take it over via conquest, and suddenly you've got no visibility over them anymore. So it kind of all goes to nothing. It's a little bit frustrating. Oh, I tell you what, their lands around here are beautiful. Don't be fooled into thinking this start is too overpowered. The problem is the AI has a very similar start. And we've seen on Deity++, the AI will win by about turn 225 if we don't invade first. Big problems. Yongle, Kublai, Japan, Korea, all of these civs have played incredibly well so far. These are the main threats that we need to be a little bit careful of. I'm just going to bring my warrior back now, do a nice little loop, and this scout is just going to head out and follow these rivers. There's a settlement spot here with some cotton. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the space in this start. I have a huge amount of it, and there is a massive desert. Is the Gobi Desert around me? I can't remember, but settling to my south and to the east is a little bit of a problem. I need to make sure I use all of this lovely land to the north before Russia claims it, so I will be going for a settler fairly quickly here. Or do we go for 1 more scout and then I'm going to go 1 more scout and then settler, just when I go to 3 pop, and then I'll be working another cool tile. But I don't want to settle my cities within 4 tiles of each other. I want to spread them out as much as I can. Really go for some huge productive cities, working 8 or 9 lumber mills and mines and all this sort of stuff. I don't need to focus on getting 30 campuses down. I don't need to focus on rushing for great engineers. No, we're going to be claiming our wonders under the hoofs of our horses. I will be pillaging all of my science. I don't need it myself. Yeah, this is the desert I mentioned. This is going to be the thing. There's a lot of desert we're going to have to cross to get to the lovely, beautiful, fertile lands of China. Also, I bigged up the amount of space. If I don't find a ton, I mean an absolute ton of tribal villages, I'm going to be very disappointed. So far, I have found absolutely none. Well, animal husbandry, we have revealed the horses, and I do have one in my land, but I'm worried that that's the only horse I've found so far. Huh, this is supposed to be the Mongolian plains. There are supposed to be horses every single way I look. What's going on here? We're gonna have to find them. I cannot allow myself to be without horse. Next up, mining. We've got a source of marble. I want to unlock that really quickly, and we want to go down to putting our encampments down as fast as possible. AI can be sometimes a little bit slow on picking up great generals, but when they do start to pick them up, they are gone forever. So there is a small window in the first 80-90 turns where you can pick up a couple, and after that point, yeah, good luck. How much space do we have to grow right now? You can see I'm working a little bit of extra production, but I actually would prefer to work the marble, weirdly. I'll slow the settler down by a turn, but I'm going to be almost half again on culture, which will really, really help. I always have to decide early game between improving the capital and settling really, really fast. What I might do is I might delay the settler by 1 to pick up a builder. That means I can get this source of horse and this marble quarry both improved and down within the first few turns. And then I can also pick up another source of wheat. Then I'll start picking up settlers. That'll mean my capital will be running on 4 to 5 population rather than 3 to 4. I think in the long run, I'll pump out troops quicker. Now, this warrior, I think I'm going to bring you now down to the south. This scout is going to go to the north and find lands for me. This scout is going to head towards China, although that is a barb camp. I want to stay away from that. We may have to fight across quite a few barbs in order to get to China here. Here is a code of laws. I am a god king. Yes, Ursa, the god. Worship me and my huge chin. And I'm going to take discipline. I don't think survey's very good. My scouts die so quickly, and people say, oh, if you level them up, then you can get to the plus 20 combat strength and they stay alive longer. They don't. They just don't. I'd rather be able to kill barbs that appear near my capital. Oh, speaking of, there is a barb camp. Ah, that's a terrible place for a barb camp to be. On a hill in a wood. Look at that. Plus 6 on ideal terrain, plus 6 on fortified defense. Even my warrior with the combat bonus, yeah, he's even losing against that. Oh no. Okay, I think my warrior may have to go in this direction and just fight them off, because there's nowhere these barbs can go other than south. They will just charge me. That's fine. I do not want to have to deal with that if we can help it. So we've started on the Great Desert. North Asia is just to our north, and Northeast Asia is to our east. It's a very confusing thing, but it means that later on, we're going to have some really, really, really good yields with a couple of policies like colonial offices, 15% faster growth. That's going to be on most of the cities on this map. And then colonial taxes, extra gold and production. We'll have a lot of luck with that sort of stuff. Oh, a tribal village. Thank goodness. I was honestly worried we weren't going to have any on this map. At all. What's in it? Something good. Faith for a pantheon. A relic. A boost to early empire. That's something I was going to get anyway, but fine, whatever. Ooh, borders. Well, guess where we're going to be going. There is mining. Here is the builder. Let's start improving my capital as quickly as possible. So that's already a little bit of extra production. We'll get the settler. We'll go to 4 population in that time. And do we go for bronze working immediately? I am actually going to get into a couple of scraps with some barbarians here. I'm on a hill on the other side of a river. I'm going to fortify my scout. It'll attack me a couple of times, level my scout up nicely, and then we can go from there. Oh no, Kublai. The whole world should know me as an emperor and a great Khan. Khan? Oh, of all of the words to use, I disapprove. There is Beijing. Is this our first target? I'm not sure, but already Kublai has 4 cities. Oh, Deity ++. You gotta love it. First thing I need to do, I just need to scout around Beijing as much as I can. We need to know where all of their cities are. I need to be able to trade with them all. And look at that. I only took 20 damage, even though my scout is much weaker, and I even healed some of that. It's a really, really good way of dealing with barbarians. Just stay put, let them attack you. Ludwig, Germany in Asia. Well, there is a German colony just off the side of Beijing, and we've got to maybe go and just take them out quickly. Guess I'd love to sample your hospitality. There is Berlin. Now, Germany has failed to do well on this map every time that we have seen them so far, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And you can see now we're already in the stage where we might be able to start selling our horses. We'll keep an eye on that. You might find that people denounce me pretty quickly in this game. That's fine. Roman Holidays mod, it makes it so that the AI gets a double penalty to initial relations, but it does expire. It just stops you from doing anything too clever. Oh, there's a Barb camp right outside my land. Right, I'm gonna have to divert this warrior down to try and keep me safe in that direction, but yeah, that's tough. This will be a nice kill for this scout. Go on, attack the river. Yes, you fool, Mr. Warrior. If you don't clear this camp, Varga is going to be under a lot of threat. Now, I have some marble. I do want to trade this off as quickly as I can, because right now a happy city is nowhere near as important as a rich city. 220 gold. I think it's 320 I need to buy a settler out. So those are the sort of bits of money that we're looking for. I could, at this point, buy a slinger. Get the boost to archery. That wouldn't be too bad an idea. Or I can save the gold in order to then buy my unique building really quickly. Early game gold. There's always a lot of competing uses for it. Kublai already putting campuses down. This is what you like to see. We're going to be pillaging all of this, raising it all pretty much to the floor in order to get yields ourselves. It really is what you want to see. Just moving to foreign trade because craftsmanship is now within boost range. I'm just pulling my builder back quickly, but I might improve that wheat. Open borders is so expensive, but I need it. I need that visibility. 40 gold. Oh, that's appalling. I need to know where all their cities are. Etimananki built on turn 23. That's a lot of fun. And here's craftsmanship. So God King is still doing me nice. Discipline is still quite good. I don't want to change off that. We got an irrigation boost there. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Germany has just declared war on China. Really? Okay, Yongle, honored to meet you. You know what? You can know where my capital is. That's fine. Nanjing is all the way down there. They're grey Yongle today. Oh, interesting. Gonna move my warrior to the hill. Much more defendable on that tile. Horses are now starting to become more valuable. The way that Roman Holidays mod works is it changes the way that the AI views strategics a little bit. It makes it really, really undervalue them if there's not many of them. And when you have a lot of them, it overvalues them. So I really want to be selling in packs of 30 or 40 horses. That's why I'm kind of holding on to them for now. I love this. 4 cities from Kublai, and all they've done is just go and settle right on top of Germany. They've just charged towards Germany. They've got all of this space over to the north and to the west, and they've just gone, nope, gonna wrap around you now and stop you from going anywhere near us. You gotta respect it. Oh, that's suddenly a lot of barbs. Right, I need to pull back briefly, I think. So there, yep, that means only one can attack us. We will be close to a level up, and I need to just keep pulling back. Use defendable terrain when we can. Oh my lord, I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this little attack. My warrior just got ambushed. Now I'm on a hill now, so I'm a little bit more defendable. I need to cross this river. I'm building more reinforcements, but yeah, sometimes barbs can be just brutal. I can't be attacked this turn because this is a hill, but I think I'm going to pull back across the river to give myself another turn. Yeah, I might have some tiles pillaged here, but luckily I've sold everything that's on them already, so there's nothing that I'm going to lose economically from this. Barbs will charge me, no doubt. Here they are. Pull back to the other side of the river. We're going to use that as a defensive line. So here we are. We're on a hill. We're the other side of a river, and we're fortified. You need to hold. Am I going to, though? There's 2 attacks I've got to take here. I might lose this warrior, but I've got another one to replace it almost immediately. I might just have to sacrifice a unit here. Yeah, well, we'll just say, super sorry, kind sir. There's nothing I could do. Go on, survive both hits. You know you can. Or we might have a pillage here instead of an attack. You never know. Nope, 2 attacks. We lost the unit, but now I get to counterattack, and I've now got the position in a lot safer hands. Okay, yeah, it's just trading. It's like trading chess pieces. We'll take that. We settled our second city on some cotton on a different continent, right next to some barbs. That in itself is a terrifying prospect. So let's get warrior going again. Just building a little bit of a barb force beginning of the game. And who wants the cotton? Yongle, 180 gold. Perfect. That's 440. That actually means I can now afford another settler. Great Jin has met us. Yeah, we'll take all of the information on capitals we can. Oh, this divided China is amazing. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Okay, foreign trade. Bronze working boosted because the barb killed itself on us. I'll fortify. Get a little bit of health. Very, very carefully move my settler in this direction. See if we can cross this river. I don't know where the barbs are on this outpost. There are so many outposts, and I'm actually going to... Do I switch? Oh, here's the thing. I need the combat strength to fight the barbarians off, but at the same time, I really, really want a Gogi in order to build these units quicker so that I can at least get something going. No, we're going to get the encampments down. I'll keep discipline just for now. State workforce, then we'll get early empire, some useful things, and as I say, we're just finding all of these cities now. So I think I've found all of Kublai's cities. We've got some good visibility on Germany, and I'll just keep heading around, and then we'll head to Yongle Clay, and Unifier. Well, not Unifier, Mandate. They're not crossing the river at the moment, but they may attack me next turn. I don't know. We will see. Bronze working has revealed some iron. It's right there. There's some iron to the north as well, so we've got a couple of sources, but yeah, strategics, not our friend. We might have to be trading with the AI for a lot of our horses, which is not what we wanted to see. That has unlocked the barracks for us now. A very essential piece of kit. Next up, well, I might mine the iron very soon, so I might go for wheel. That would give me an improved 3 sources of wheat in my capital, and there's also some really, really good sources of food. Yeah, I think, weirdly, wheel is very important for me. That and irrigation in order to get the plantation going. Ooh, do we rush that first? That could be worth more gold. Let's go irrigation and then wheel. Some horses and some gold for Germany's open borders, but I need them. I need to know where all your cities are. This information gathering stage is going to be crazy useful for me later in the game. Oh, they attacked me over the river. Good. Oh, the gamble paid off. The gamble paid off. The Barbs are nowhere near. Perfect. I think Germany has actually conquered a city here, you know? Yonglei's lost a city to Germany. Oh my lord, we haven't seen a strong Germany in this game so far. Is this the time? Has Ludwig had enough of being bullied on this map? Is Ludwig going to finally lose it with China? This is what I want to see. Another city, this time on some marble. I'm very, very, very carefully focusing on the luxuries here because they sell for so much gold, and this gold is giving me infrastructure. Suddenly, Yongle is now buying horses for a lot of gold. The price is being driven up. As the AI gets into more and more wars, it's going to really start valuing having a stronger and stronger military. So we may see the value of horses going up and up and up and up. That is no problem. We do not mind that at all. I'm going to utilize this space just on the river bend to defend against barbarians in my capital and get my first encampment down as quickly as we can. Nobody's on generals. As I say, we've got about 80 turns, and then the problems really start. Barbarian encampments everywhere. The horses are just still going up and up and up in value. I think I might allow myself 1 sale of horses before we start then retaining them, because we will need them at some point. That's the thing. I do want a huge cavalry of my own. Era is ending in 8 turns, by the way. Getting a golden age in this era was always going to be very tricky on such a large map. We were always going to see if we could do it, but yeah, maybe not. Oh, no, Germany, don't lose the city to loyalty now. You were doing so well. Oh, this Barb. It managed to get around all of my visibility. Did you see this random little line? It crept through here, all the way over, and is now in my territory without me spotting it. Oh, that you could not ask for anything more annoying. What are you doing? Don't do that. Okay, what I will do is I think I'm going to actually break and sell my horses now. It's 10 gold per turn, 50 gold up front. This is a really good economic boost. I can get the slinger boost if I now build a slinger here. We'll do what we can, but that, I could not tell you anything more annoying than that. Like, I'm trying to be so careful with Barbs, but look at this little route, this tiny route that it perfectly navigated. Now, please, if it attacks my city, that's fine. I'll forgive it. If it pillages the horses, I'll be really annoyed. It pillages the horses. Oh, for goodness sake. You numpty. You absolute numpty. What are you doing? Seeing as I'm selling all of my luxuries, I'm going to buy one just for 55 gold. Seems like a strange move, but both of my cities were taking a production malice and a growth malice just from being unhappy, but we've now stopped that, which is awesome. And here is Wu Zhiqian. Hello. Honored to meet you. Another fraction of China discovered. Good to know. Let's find out where all your cities are as well. Slinger kill. Archery boost. Amazing. Right. Pantheon. So for these big games, often I put an extended beliefs mod on. It's called Religion Expanded. It just stops the game from freezing up when you have so many people, because sometimes the game runs out of religions or pantheons or whatever. I just find it makes it run a lot better. So we've got a few more choices than we would normally have. One of the choices I love is this one, Sun God. 1 food and 1 production from farms over bonus resources. Now, it feels really good at the beginning of the game, and it gets progressively worse because bonus resources you often get rid of, but look how much wheat I've got around my land. That would help both with production and growth early game. I do like that as an option. There's also, of course, God of Craftsmen, which is 1 production and faith over strategics, like the horses and the iron, but we really don't have many of those, which is a bit of a problem. We hear the Barb one, 50 faith for killing a Barb outpost and getting 100 HP when you clear one. That would be weirdly useful right now. Fertility rights I always think is good. Saf's maps are often beautiful, and quite literally, they are often very breathtaking, so that could be fun. I mean, there's some also really, really cool ones here. Spirit of Craftsmanship, 25% to towards building granaries and watermills, 2 food and 2 production for granaries and watermills. That's awesome. Needs a lot of infrastructure, but that's really cool. Spirit of domestication, +1 for districts adjacent to a pasture or camp. I like that. That's really cool. It's just like, it's not the sort of usual Pantheon thing you see at all. I'm gonna go Sun God. I think it's the easiest one for me, but it massively improves farms at the beginning of the game, and that helps a lot. Go on, you know you want to work this tile now. Yeah, it does. So help my capital to grow. I need to get some builders out because we've got wheat. I need these buildings improved as quickly as possible, although that's going to be really tricky because I think the Barbs are going to be an incredibly limiting start. We've got to unify all the factions of my Khan before we can even think about invading down to the south. It's too many warlords up here. Too much going on. Right, I'm going to fortify on this hill and then give myself battle cry. If anyone now tries to attack me, they're going to have a bad time. And I'm also going to pull you around to stop these units from flanking me. We've got another slinger on the way. We're going to have to really fight hard against these Barbs and really focus on building more units than I would like. I really wanted to put some effort into getting a great general in my capital here. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Oh my lord, the quantity of units is crazy. All right, let's just pull back to the defense of my land yet again. I'll just get a little retribution attack, stop this one from getting any closer. I'll use the encampment for a bit of defense. We have another warrior now heading down. Time to get builders out. We're involved. This army that we build fighting barbarians is going to be what either makes or breaks this game. Either it's going to break it because we're going to be so far behind fighting barbarians that we'll never catch up, or I'll use the same army to invade China and it'll already be leveled and promoted and ready to rock. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I'm going to get 2 attacks from slingers hit. Oh, yeah, that's no fun. State workforce though, boosted, done. And we can now put urban planning into my government. Let's get early empire. We need some science desperately. So Pingala, in you come. I can't even think about other governors right now. Make another slinger. We've got 2 slingers on the way now. Move you into the encampment where you'll say, oh, there's another. I mean, look at how many Barbs there are. I know sometimes people say, oh, Ursa, you don't really fight well enough against Barbs. You don't throw enough troops in. I mean, look at this. 3 camps absolutely swarmed and there's no one else they can go for because of the isolated nature of my start. I love it. This is the sort of challenge that gets me going. 2 sources of horse over here. Right. This is a settlement we need. We need to go over here really quickly. I think already a city center there on the marble and then bam, bam. Tell you what though, as much as I need this slinger, I need a builder in because I need to get this source of horse working again. Economically, it's costing me so much gold per turn not having this. Okay. There's a lot of pulls on my economy right now. We'll see if we can get anything to work. Okay, they're swarming through my lands right now. My slinger is not going to be able to hold this path by itself. We're using the rivers in our defense. I'm healing up my troops as quickly as I can, pulling reinforcements down. I think we should be able to hold this, but oh my lord, it's taking everything I have. Everything I have. I need 215 gold to get a builder, and I need to kickstart my economy. That's about 80. So I'm actually going to trade away some gold per turn to Yongle. Oh, it's such a bad ratio though. Now I'm going to have to wait. 80 gold has 4 turns. I need this source of horse working again. I need to now get the irrigated spices up and running so I can sell that. Thing is, the longer we wait, this isn't necessarily super bad because China's just going to keep expanding, and the more they expand, the more I'll be able to pillage, the more I'll be able to attack. And now they're going to start throwing walls up. The reason is that China is incredibly divided, and look, everyone is at war with everyone right now. Look at that. Wu Zetian absolutely perfectly demonstrating this for me. She is at war with Kublai and Mandate and Yongle all at the same time. That is every single faction of China at war. It couldn't be any more China. It really couldn't. So they're going to be divided. They'll be fortified and defended. There will be a time for us to strike. I don't know when that time will be, but it will be at some point. China's pretty much in a golden age right now, but it's not a problem. What are we going to do? I think free inquiry. Let's just get ourselves an era score. Rush. Let's see if we can get that golden age as quickly as possible. How hard could it be? Oh, wow. Yeah, Wu Zetian really doesn't start in a very good position. We might see her being killed very early, like we've done in quite a few games. Leveling my troops up, though. We've got battle cry. I'll fortify you to stop you getting hit too badly. Let's put garrison on, I think, because we can get you into that encampment pretty quickly. Move my slinger back into the city. Now it's got garrison. Amazing. I'm going to now cross the river with this warrior and then bring you down, get you to kill that unit. Now what we've done is we've actually really nicely separated a lot of these Barb units from each other. So we might have an ability to go and kill this encampment now. Builder, builder, builder. I need to put the builder card in in as soon as possible. Oh, no, they're all just going to pick on that warrior, aren't they? No worries. It survived. It can move back into the encampment. Let's get that kill and retreat you nicely. Perfect. Can we afford my builder now? Oh, you better believe I can. Excellent. Elizabeth. Oh, a form of England we haven't seen so far. Based in Hong Kong. Again, another colonial power. Show me your land. Oh, Pink Elizabeth. Interesting. If you cannot rule well, a better ruler will come along and overthrow you. Look, Khan, I know you're related to me, but I don't need that sort of advice, okay? I'm doing just fine here. Oh God, now even the spearman is charging me. This is supposed to be defending the city. It's like, oh, I don't even need to stick there. Pingala, connoisseur, thank you. Just give me some culture. Any yield. That's doubled my culture. Excellent. That means we can now beeline military tradition to give myself a flanking bonus. Any combat strength right now against Barbs is going to be very helpful indeed. I can actually sell my open borders. Nobody wants to buy it at the moment, but maybe we'll keep an eye on that. Could be another lovely resource to sell the AI that it doesn't realize it needs until I sell it to it. And then it's like, yes, I'd love open borders. Slingers are now having a much better time in all of this. There's an attack. You go and improve that. You fix this. You heal. 1 attack, 2 attacks. Oh, suddenly, the borders are defended. We've got luxuries about to get improved and fixed. And strategic's back online. Now, who's going for a general? My capital has to prioritize this. It does pain me. It really does pain me because it's kind of wasted production in some ways. But if I don't do it, I'm going to regret it very, very quickly. Encampment training. Let's just get a few projects going whilst my other cities go. I just need 1. That's all I need. 1 great general. Then I'm fine. Wheel is now within boost territory. Archery. This will be the final stage. Hopefully it will stop me from being killed by Barbs going forward, and we can get all the era score we need from killing the Barb encampments. That'll help me to get this golden age. My scout is still doing a great job of finding all of these Chinese lands. And there is a luxury that I can now sell to the open market. 11 gold per turn. Yes. Oh, yields, resources. This is exactly what we need. Oh, a barbarian settler. My scout is going to do its best to go and try and take that on. This is either going to be Russian or Korean is my bet. Oh wow, that would be a good pickup. Just a nice little colony over ages and ages away that maybe can get me some luxuries or some horses. Here's Russia. I reckon it's Russian. Would you like to visit our nearby city? What? No. Did you find me? Oh, they found me. Nah, I'm not letting them know where my capital is. It gives the AI ideas. My source of iron. Done. Wheel. Boosted. Watermills. Make all of my farms even better. And look, now I can start putting these things down and our yields are going to start going crazy. It feels like getting to this point has been horrific. Let's put the government plaza down now. There are a couple of spots for campuses up here with some mountains. It's one of the few sources of mountains I've got, and to be honest, I just need the governor title, so let's put the governor plaza down. Keeps it away from my capital, means my capital can focus on other things like generating great people points. Now that we've got military tradition, let's get a government, then I can start getting more general points. So many swans, and no more swans anymore. I always love that. Germany really likes me. Pleased, but I'm lagging behind on building districts. That is such an underhanded insult there, isn't it? Korea, I think you've probably found me as well, haven't you? Won't worry about that too much. Fix the marble. Can I sell it? I can immediately sell it because my last deal expired. Germany wants to buy it from me. Done. Slinger kill. Done. Barb camp. Destroyed. Okay, first one done. Now we're going to sweep around and immediately charge at the other one. I will not let them have a rest. These barbs are going down. They have to go down. They must go down. There's nothing else we can do. And our first encampment training project is finished and we are already halfway to the general. Attacking China here is going to be so difficult. We're going to need a real army. I'm actually thinking, do I wait all the way for Kashegs? Or do we hope that someone like maybe Russia is going to be an easier target? I don't know right now. We might have a bit of a problem. However, there are enough luxuries in play now that it's going to cost me a little bit, but I can buy 3 and make all 3 of my cities now happy. That means they're getting 10% extra yields on everything, including growth. Growth is the main one. Horseback riding, let's get some horsemen out. Let's get my Urdu. We need it all done. Yeah, this Barb camp knows that the one to the south was destroyed and they are annoyed. They've just spawned about 3 units in the last couple of turns. I can see them doing it and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Meanwhile, I'm just treating my capital to some extra farm tiles because these are really good. It costs a lot of gold. In fact, actually not just my capital, treating every city to these tiles. I think they'll pay for themselves in the long run, especially with watermills. They'll be worth 5 food. We can get some really big cities here. I mean, it just shows you how much I'm lagging behind when you look at population. I think population is a really good metric to tell you how you are comparing against the AI. 9 population. We've got 21, 20, 13, 21, 16, 8, 16, and 23, so England is doing really badly, but everyone else way ahead of me. Okay, the Barbs are now marching in from the north. That is a bit of a problem. Barbarian horsemen, they're not the worst, but I do need to bring a couple of troops now to go and defend against that incursion. It's like, which incursion do we want to fight against right now? Do we even want to try and build an economy, or do we just go straight for just endless, like, builder rushing? Warrior rushing and just barb killing. It's the only thing we're ever going to be able to do. I need to get momentum as quickly as I can. This Ordu will help hugely. I think the 100 gold I'm going to spend on this quarry and the gypsum will be paying off, because I think I'll sell it for more than 100 gold. Yeah, 280. Oh, he's a deal maker. He's a deal maker, is Ursa. Feudalism boosted. Wow, I never get that boost. That's mad. That's Korea. Maybe Korea is a good place for attack. It's basically finding whoever has the weakest army and utilizing that as quickly as we can. Barbs they're just going full force on attacking us. That's okay. Don't mind that at all, because I can just sort of switcheroo and get a couple of kills with some units and just fight back. We have the infrastructure here to fight this war a lot longer than they do. Oh, no, the Barbs are now appearing and they've got horse archers. Excellent. It's this Barb come. This one, this is what I'm talking about. There's no one else for it to attack, so it's all the way over here and it's gone whee, and it's now charging at me. Let me have a break. Okay, I think it's fine. We just readjust our troops a little bit here and we should be able to take this out, I think. One thing I'm keeping an eye out for, how far did my trade routes go? I can actually trade from this city over to Kublai now, which means I could get one trader in and then immediately go trader, and just trade with all of their cities. That's the idea. See how effective that proves in the long run. But tell you what, you Barbs, you can back off. I am tired of you and what you're doing here. Look at all of these Barb horsemen. There are so many. There are so many. Okay, I'm going to have to actually bring some of my other reinforcements to the front line and maybe upgrade to an archer or two here. How much is an archer? 240. It feels like a waste of gold, but it's not. I know it's not. Oh, opportunity? Question? Russia might attack this Barb a couple times and leave it alive. It's whether or not this warrior can take a slinger hit and a warrior hit and still survive. Oh, no, it can't. I've been chasing that settler for ages. Oh, never mind. What can you do? And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandeltort, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, I Love You Tombo, Flying Dutch Burbs. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!